I had the fried calamari as I always get on the first night. It was delicious, perfectly cooked, spreading was nice and light, and the sauce was tangy.
I got the roasted corn poblano soup and it was amazing as always. One of my favorites. Leaves that little spice in the aftertaste. Delicious. We also shared the quesadilla with the tinga chicken and black bean and it was really tasty. It had a good robust flavor to it.
It was the best quesadilla I've had on one of these first nights. I think I've had it 2 other times. Not that it was bad on those other times, but this one was really delicious. I would get it as a main meal if they could serve me 2 or 3 more.
This is tomato soup. It's pizza sauce soup. It's pizza sauce. The tomato soup was delicious.
Would you get it again?
Yes.
You like
I ate it all. I accidentally ate all of my beef brisket. It was really tasty. I was starving.
All right, how was your spaghetti, Charlie?
But
So I had the grilled salmon. This is on the menu every night. You can get it any night. And it was pretty good. Not the best salmon I've ever had. I usually like to have some type of glaze or maybe even a lemon wedge to squeeze on top. Don't have that here. But it was a healthy portion size. I actually couldn't even finish it. The carrots that it came with were pretty good too. So even though Brandy won this round, I'm going to win the dessert round because she didn't even order a dessert. Tiramisu, got it finally for the first time. Don't think I've ever gotten it before. It was okay. I actually don't usually like tiramisu because it's such a strong flavor of dessert. And this one is really mild. I was really impressed, but I didn't finish it because I kind of want to save some room for drinks later, maybe pizza later.
I got chocolate icing cake. It's good.
So like the normal one you always get?
No.
Was it a little thicker?
It's really hard.
Dense.
Didn't explode.
I'm just having myself some standard Lido buffet breakfast, and it's pretty delicious.
This morning I waited in a very long omelet line. Got my omelet. It was delicious. But it was huge. I should have shared it with someone. I just got veggies, peppers, jalapeno. Too much cheese for me, so I picked it apart.
I love when they put a lot of cheese in the omelet.
It was too much. I don't like a lot of cheese in my omelet.
What'd you end up having?
Cereal.
What kind? Banana butt crunch?
No. I got
What else you got over there?
I had muffins in cabin, and I'm having soup.
With a side of duck?
No.
We just had some lunch at the Old Fashioned Barbecue. It's on the Lido Deck aft, kind of hidden right outside of Trinity. Overall, it was good. Very similar to Guy's Pig and Anchor barbecue. The beans, I think, were better. Kind of an interesting mashup of beans, so they weren't sweet like Guy's. But all the meat, I think, was pretty tender, well seasoned. The macaroni and cheese was creamy, so I was pretty happy with my lunch.
I had a little bit of everything as well. I also had the coleslaw, which Brandy didn't get, and the potato salad. I gave everything like a B+. I was kind of thinking it was just going to be filler kind of food, but everything was pretty good and pretty tasty. I think actually the brisket was probably the worst thing that I had. It was just felt like rushed, tossed together, mass produced kind of thing. Didn't have that tender love and care you might get from a Texas brisket.
We made it to tea time. Ready for some tea and some pastry.
What did you see, Charlie?
Chocolate cake.
Oh my. That's a big chocolate.
For my appetizer here on the first elegant night, I had the crab cake. They seared the bottom a little too much, so it's a little burnt tasting. Not a fan of that, but the rest of the texture was good on the inside. Kind of actually wanted it to be a little spicier, but overall I would still get it again because I love that seafood flavor.
I had the Indian spice pumpkin soup. It was very flavorful, really creamy compared to pumpkin soup I've had in the past. The flavor's not overpowering. I don't know if I'd get it again, but it was decent.
So we ate the cheese plate. I only ate grapes because
You weren't in a cheese mood? What happened to all the cheese?
Mommy ate it.
I ate all the cheese.
No,
It was good,
that's
except
me.
for the blue cheese, which I'm not
That's
gonna
me. Right.
eat. Save the brie for last, which I want to put on this bread.
I got the pasta.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
It was great.
Yeah, did you try any of the chicken?
No. I only eat chicken nuggets. So if mommy made this, she would probably make this better. No, face it towards me. She's not in
Best daughter ever.
no, you're not in it. No. Face towards me, okay? She's not in this, okay? No.
So I got the filet mignon with green beans and mashed potatoes. It was perfectly cooked. I got it medium rare. It was perfect. The green beans were actually cooked perfectly. Normally they're a little underdone, but they were spot on tonight. So really enjoyed those. Definitely get it again. I mean, you can't go wrong with the filet.
I had the grilled garlic shrimp. I think it's jumbo shrimp. I'm not sure the actual specific title. You can see it right here. I thought there was more last time I got that on the Vista about a year ago. I thought I had like 6 of them, but here they only had 4. Tasty. I just maybe wanted more. But sometimes the portion sizes aren't all that big, but you can make up for it with dessert.
So the brownie wasn't good. At the beginning, it tastes kind of good, but at the end, it's just bland. It's just gross at the end. Mommy said it tastes like cake, but we don't worry about it. Shove.
The Grand Marnier souffle was perfect. It was hot, fresh, soft, subtle, not too sweet, kind of savory. The sauce was perfect. It was super warm. It almost kind of like burned your tongue a little bit, but just not enough to be, a bad thing. It was absolutely delicious. I ate the whole thing. Highly recommend the Grand Marnier souffle.
I had the key lime mousse. The mousse was good, but there was these disgusting gelatin cubes that had no flavor, and I don't like Jello, so I scooped those out and ate all the mousse, and it was delicious. If you're looking for a low-calorie option, don't eat the Jello cubes, but the mousse was good.
It's 2:10 a.m. June 3rd. Went back out to deck 11. No northern lights. But that does mean we can have a 2 a.m. failed Aurora Borealis pizza party because the pizza stays open until 4 a.m. It actually looks really good, and I haven't had their pizza yet. Cheers. 2 a.m. pizza party.
If you're having a good time watching this video, smash that like button. It really helps our channel out. We greatly appreciate it.
This is a mixture of 3 cereals.
3?
Yes, 3 cereals.
Alaska cruise, you gotta go big, huh?
It's the cereal,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Fruit Loops, and Lucky Charms.
Delicious. Brandy, how's your burrito?
It's good. The salsa's not as spicy as I would like.
What salsa did you try?
I tried the salsa rojas, I don't know, Lance got them for me. But normally it seems really spicy, and it's not spicy, but it's still flavorful. And I just got breakfast burrito, ham, potato, onion, pico. It's good, yeah. It's exactly like Blue Gourmet Cantina.
My huevos rancheros is absolutely delicious. Honestly, better than I've ever gotten at Blue Iguana Cantina for breakfast. Their arepas, they actually, made them fresh to order, so to speak. Like they warmed them up and melted the cheese. Tacos and burritos, Blue Iguana Cantina, it's the same thing.
We made it to dinner, and we have the most amazing view.
Won't get that on a Caribbean cruise.
I got the chicken noodle soup. It was perfectly seasoned, not overly salty, so definitely a good option for tonight.
I just went light with the Caesar salad. Nothing falls out when you put it vertical, so that tells you all you need to know.
So I get 2 appetizers for my main course. I got the spring rolls and the pork barbecue slider. Both were good. The slider was a little sweet. I'm not a huge sweet barbecue fan, so I prefer like more tangy or spicy, but it was still tasty, little slaw. The spring rolls were good, but I would want more filling, and they're a little oily, but they were good.
I got the roast leg of lamb. The Dijon potatoes that it came with were really delicious, and they came with a lot of them. So I was very happy about that. The actual lamb itself was very good. The au jus it came in was very tasty. I couldn't even finish it, so it's a very healthy portion size, which is saying something for Carnival. There were supposed to be Brussels sprouts with it. I got 1.5 total. So they tossed in some green beans on top instead. Everything was tasty. I really enjoyed that. I'm very happy I got it. Cheesecake was delicious. It wasn't the best cheesecake in the world, but I finished it, so.
I had the Tuscan minestrone tonight. It was good. I think I've had better. It was a little lukewarm, so it wasn't fresh and piping hot like it normally is, but it was still very flavorful. It's pretty hearty today. I mean, I had a good variety of vegetables and the pasta, so it was good soup. I definitely always get it, so I will continue to order this one.
I got the meatballs. It was really good. It is my favorite ever. And then I got the minestrone soup. It's not really good because I don't really remember it from first I had it with mommy, so I'm probably not gonna eat that.
So I had 2 appetizers, the meatballs as well. They were a little cold. They were dense as they've always are, and the marinara sauce is great, but they were just a little cold, so I didn't finish them. The wild boar was really, really good. There were some larger, tougher pieces, and there's some nice pulled pieces in there that were just a little bit easier to ingest. Very tasty.
My pork chop was really moist, but it was a pork chop. It was nothing outstanding. I don't know if I get it again. The au jus sauce was the star of the dish. That was incredibly tasty. Charlie got spaghetti, but she wasn't really hungry, so she took like 1 bite of it, and that's all. So we'll probably have to hit up the pizza buffet later and feed her a late dinner.
What are you doing now?
She's vlogging about Camp Ocean.
To a different table.
I was lucky enough to get the salmon cake again. It's really, really delicious. They had not had that on the menu for quite a while because they had replaced it with the salmon kolyubak. And so they took it off this particular night's menu for a whole year because that was part of the 50th celebration additions to the menu. And now it's returned. So I'm very, very happy.
I had the double roasted pineapple and I was thoroughly disappointed. My pineapples just were not stewed. It was like no caramelization. They weren't moist and succulent like it normally is. So that was the worst double roasted pineapple I've ever had, and it's my favorite dessert, and I'm really upset.
I also had the double roasted pineapple, and I agree it was underwhelming. Sad that it's not as good as it normally was in the past. I also had the bitter and blanc, and it was much better. Ate the whole thing. I still think I liked the Grand Marnier souffle from the other night. Bitter and blanc just was a little heavy. I don't know, but it's a pretty heavy dessert anyway, so you know what you're getting into there. But it was very sweet. I got a sweet tooth. Happy that I got to end my meal on a high note.
The cookies, it tasted really, really sugary, but not the sugary you would normally expect. Not the bounce around the walls sugary.
I beg to differ.
Sugar. It tasted like sugar, but in a different way. It was really, really weird. Like if you break it, it comes everywhere.
There's some evidence.
Yeah, here's some evidence.
How's the meatball sub? So first time trying this open seating lunch here on Ketchikan Port Day. This is our last true port day. We do stop at Victoria tomorrow. We missed it on the first sea day. They actually had, instead of sea day brunch, they had a breakfast, which was the port day breakfast on a sea day, and then this open seating lunch, and it had a different menu. So we'll show you that. First time we've ever seen this on the menu, so we wanted to give it a try. From today's menu, trying it out, we are so glad that we did. I had the antipasto for my appetizer. It was great. It was filling as a nice little appetizer. The meat was a star. The green olives were really, really good as well. Neptune's chef salad that I had was absolutely delicious. It had Alaskan king crab, baby shrimp, fresh scallops, it had fresh salmon. I ate every item of food in that salad. It wasn't big, but it was just right for the lunch.
I had the old-fashioned German lentil soup. Lentils, onion, little carrot. It was flavorful. And then I had the grilled steak sandwich, and it was perfect. It had bell peppers, onion, mushroom, tomato. The steak was thin and tender. So it was a really delicious sandwich. So we just had all 3 desserts, and they were all pretty tasty. The gingerbread cake is more ginger, less nutmeg and cinnamon that you would think of classically as gingerbread. We had the apple hollander, which is pretty tasty. It's kind of a combination of pie and cake. And then we had the ice cream sundae, which of course can't go wrong there. I got the pork tart. It was really good tonight. It had extra caramelized onions and this jam sauce on it. And it was packed with the spinach and cream. I don't know what kind of cheese is in there, but it was amazing tonight.
So I had the cream of mushroom bisque, and I'm not a big fan of mushrooms. Actually, I avoid mushrooms on any of my dishes, but I wanted to give this a try because cream of mushroom's pretty tame, and I was happy I got it. I got a little pepper on top, and it was just right. It was very, very warm, and it's nice and thick too. So if that's the kind of soup that you like, I would recommend it.
So I got the spaghetti carbonara, and it's really good. I just don't like to bake it. I don't like bacon in anything, so.
I normally don't get it and I eat Charlie's, but tonight I went ahead and got this spaghetti carbonara, and it was fantastic. It's always super creamy and flavorful.
So the 2 lobster tails I had were absolutely delicious. 100% get them every single time. Always get 2. You can get more than that, but you're going to have to pay $5 for each one of them. They were perfect with the melted butter. I only get 2 broccolis per plate. Love my steamed broccoli, so I wish there was a little bit more of that. The mushroom risotto is so good as well.
Creme brulee tonight. It's got a crispy top, but it could have been a little bit more caramelized. But overall, I mean, it tastes good. The flan underneath is really creamy, tasty.
I ordered 2, and I picked one to have first, and I went to get the second one. And rather than swapping the plates around, I just went to pick it up, and I was just going to set it on top, just a little bit higher, a little bit closer to my mouth for that efficiency. But they don't have the same size bowls. My second one, I'm going to go ask for just a crust left over from someone else's lunch. All right, we just grabbed some lunch from the Lido buffet. We went to the Chinese place. We went to the burger place. We went to sandwich.
I got the marinated chicken tenders, and normally they're deliciously seasoned and tender. These were not. They were like rubbery and not cooked well, and the marinade on it was more like the frog leg marinade, which I don't enjoy, so I didn't even eat it. It's gross. And I ate Charlie's cheese plate instead, which was amazing.
I had another Caesar salad tonight. It was okay. They put a lot of dressing on it, but they hit the spot. The croutons are perfect, nice and fluffy and crispy, but not crunchy. That's how I like my croutons. And the fried shrimp, it's like a tempura batter. Got 5 of them, small. Nice little remoulade to dip it in. Nothing special, but perfect for an appetizer.
I got the short rib tonight, and it wasn't as good as I remember. The cheddar mash, the cheddar wasn't mixed in, it was just on top and kind of crispy. The short rib was a little bit more bland than normal, but the green beans with shallots were amazing. So my vegetable was the star of the show.
So So my chicken nuggets were great. I didn't really like my french fries, but mommy did.
I had the enchiladas tonight. They are vegetarian enchiladas, black bean enchiladas. Lots of black beans in there. They were a little undercooked, just slightly. Not enough that it's going to hurt the dish, but just a little bit undercooked. The acidity of all the pickled vegetables inside was delicious. The sauce was great. The tortilla was just perfectly baked and crispy on the outside from just the right amount of heat on it. And overall, very, very good. Always a great closing meal here on the last day of a 7-day sail.
Baked Alaska was perfect tonight. It had the perfect ratio of crust to ice cream to meringue, and the meringue was perfectly toasted on top. I really liked it. How was yours?
Mine was not good. It wasn't really mixed together when I put it in, so I didn't really like it. And then I tried Daddy's. She didn't have the ice cream in it, but it had a peanut buttery taste, and I don't like peanut butter, so